was talking about, he said, when you go to a restaurant and you order an appetizer, he said, you get that appetizer, and that's a prelude to the meal.
Right.
That's okay, but something better's coming. He said, but how many people are just satisfied with the appetizer? He said, in a restaurant, you're not satisfied with the appetizer. Most of your Christians, he said, are satisfied with an appetizer. That's Sunday service. Sunday service is just an appetizer. The pastor is preaching to Ed Brummer and 20-something-year-old and a 50-year-old. He's preaching to a wide group of people. So he's got to be really careful. That sermon of his has to broadcast to everyone and mean something to everyone. He can't get into the in-depth study that we can sitting around this fire. He can't have a question and answer time because Mike's like, oh wait, I didn't explain what you meant by that, or what's that mean, or where did you find that? He doesn't have that ability. That's not his job. His job is to make people hungry for the full course. But too many people are satisfied with just the appetizer. This is the meal. This is where we dig into this and real muddy shoes.
Oh yes.
This is where we dig into the Bible and discuss it and pick it apart and interpret it and challenge it and argue with it. This is what it's about.
Yeah, but this is where you put the finishing touches on it, where you, like you said, you dig deeper, but you do it in a group to where everybody's on the same page with things.
Yeah, we're the finished carpenters of Christianity.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
I mean, the
We're not
preacher,
the rough
the
framers.
preacher can only do so much, and till the singing's done and everything else. He preaches for 15
Right.
minutes.
Yep.
He's
Yep.
got to cover everything. You just can't cover everything that you want to dig into.
And the biggest reason people leave church is they say, I'm not getting fed. You're not to be fed at church. That's to make you hungry. You got to plug into something like this group, and that's what he's really pushing for. The last church he was at exploded, or 2 churches ago. It got huge. But I think he said 70 or 80% of people were in small groups. And he didn't have to teach every little thing. He would do a lesson, and then people would expand on that, and small groups would discuss it, and so that's what they're really trying to do at the
That's
church.
what the small groups in the Bible, it says it in the Bible.
Yep.
I think that was really important lesson for our church to learn too, because I know there were a lot of people that were devastated when Warren left. And I read something somewhere that said the church is not the pastor. And if it can't stand without the pastor, it wasn't church to begin with.
Yeah, it's a family.
The church is this. Like, this is the church. And it was relationships that kept us. Like, it's not really going to matter who's leading us, because God's leading us.
Yep. Everybody around here is plugged into the church, and that's the one thing about small groups. We're all plugged in as it is. We're all teachers or sound, and we're already plugged in. So the more people they get in small groups, it just shows an interest that you want to work with to help your family out, and that's what New Harvest is. It's like any other family. You always got that crazy uncle, but you still care about him. By the crazy uncle.